welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us for another exciting episode of Enter the Square Circle, baby.
Yes, as always, we are here on Sunday for Enter the Square Circle. It is Sunday, August 18th, and we are here for the first round, the opening three matches, or the opening block, I guess, technically. It's not three matches. The opening block of our Snap or Tap submission only tournament to name a number one contender for the title still currently held by your boy Sting. So, Sting. Let's see how this works with when we add this to the screen. I wonder if it's going to actually affect the way that might have to take the banner off once I actually hit play on the. Let's see. Somewhere here, I have an actual list so we can let the people know real quick if I can find it. I know it's terrible, as you can see on the screen. Our opening match, our very first match of this tournament, is Brock Lesnar versus He Who Shall Not Be Named.
I mean, honestly, they're both pretty contentious names right now.
They are. They absolutely are. I'm trying to find our list of boys. All right. So block A is, so today you will see Brock Lesnar versus Chris Benoit, Edge versus Kenny Omega to start the show. Those will be the first two opening matches of Block A, and then we will see the semifinal and actually the final of Block A. So, without further ado, let's get it on. Let's see if we need, I probably need to remove that. Yeah, that's better. All right.
Ooh, right into the ref.
The ref bump to start it off. Oh, and it's already choppy. Why is it choppy? Stupid thing. Oh. Brock with the big suplex. I will tell you, Brock Lesnar was Sammy's pick, and He Who Shall Not Be Named. Although, in theory, if we're not naming Brock, we're going to say Brock, we might as well say Chris Benoit, like Sammy says. Chris Benoit was my choice. This is a single elimination tournament. Oh, dropped him with a big back suplex on the ring apron. I wonder if all right. If that's any better.
Oh, yeah, definitely looks better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. So, Benoit up to the top. Oh, he hit the ref with the headbutt. Totally missed Brock, but hit the ref with the headbutt.
He got them both. He got them both.
It kind of looked like he smashed the ref into Brock, but yes, you're right. He did catch them both a little bit. Oh, Benoit missing. Brock.
Ooh.
Take advantage. Ooh, Benoit countered with the Bulldog. Benoit with the boots to the face. Okay, so he went outside the ropes just to put his hands up and then came back inside there. I thought for sure he was going to do some sort of move coming over, the ropes or something.
Just went out there to taunt him.
It's been out there to taunt him. It came back in.
Yeah, that's one thing I always have trouble doing when I play the game myself. Is diving to the outside.
I can never get my guy to dive through the ropes. I can get my guy to run off the ropes, but I can never get my guy to dive through the ropes when I get close to them. As soon as I get close to him, I hit. I've done it on accident. Let me rephrase it. I've done it on accident.
I
Like
feel
just
like that's
hitting
the same with
buttons.
me.
Yeah. Because I don't know the right button pattern. But like every once in a great while, the dude will do it. But I have no idea how I did it. And when I deliberately like try to hit the button, like, okay, I'm just gonna try to hit this button, and he never does it. Like clearly I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, same
Oh, he
here.
missed with the elbow.
Feels like the only time I dive to the outside is when I'm not trying to.
That and another complaint I have is that, and I get it, but like the amount of time that you're stunned when you're wrestling the computer after they do an offensive move is way too long. Like they do a move and you can't do anything. Like you just can't. It's like you're just screwed for like whatever it is. It's like, well, wait a second, and then they just keep doing move after move after move. It's like, okay, you just can't do anything. It's like, all right. Eventually, they'll give you an option to counter, and if you're quick enough, you can hit the button to counter. But it's like still not.
And the thing is that like it's so quick, like you have to preemptively like, no, press the button now
Exactly.
and press the right button now.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because it's not always the same counter button. At least
Mhm.
not on the PlayStation. Sometimes it's a triangle, sometimes it's the O. It just depends on.
Yep.
I don't know what it depends on, but no, that's one of the reasons why I don't play the game a lot by myself. And when I do, I play the GM mode because the actual wrestling part, I just get frustrated. I'm like, can my guy get up? Can my guy do something? Like, then I'll just lay on the mat and just take a beating and just won't move, or can't. Tries to get to his feet and just it's yeah. It doesn't have to be strong style. Like I don't want my guy to no sell, but at the same time, it's like, dude. Then while working on the left leg of Brock Lesnar. Oh, Benoit with the huge Snapdragon suplex or full Nelson suplex, whatever you want to call it. Getting the big man over. Benoit on charge here, going up to the top rope. Looks like he's going to try to drop that headbutt. There it is. He connects. Looks like he hit him on the thigh with it. He hit him on the thigh and Brock held his head. There it is. Submission is in. Oh, Brock countering out. Brock with the big strikes. Benoit striking back. Oh, oh. Did he intercept the chop? It looked like he. Yep, that time he took it. Both men look gassed. Brock looks tired as hell. Big knees. Uh oh. The Kimura's in. Is Benoit going to tap? Ooh, Benoit gets out. Oh, huge knee. That looked kind of like the psycho knee, like Brian Danielson's psycho knee almost. Benoit pulling Brock in the middle of the ring for what? Thinking in. Ooh, wrench that arm around. Going for the figure four.
It's
Sharpshooter?
too close to the ropes.
Yep. Close to the ropes. I haven't noticed. I didn't really look, but I don't think it is. They should, not that I like them really, but it would be kind of interesting to play or to watch. They should have an underground match option on the next WWE game. Where you can have a match without the ropes. I don't think WWE's booked them great, but in concept, the match could work. I wouldn't mind doing it on on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Brock with a big German suplex. Or I think it was a German. Maybe it was a Snapdragon. Oh, camel clutch? No, just yanking on the face. Oh, Benoit counters. Benoit pulls Brock to his feet. Cravat. Oh, dude. I think Benoit's super strong in this game. He just fucking flipped Brock over by his neck. Like, oh, big elbow. Brock rolling out of the ring. Brock is in trouble. Can Benoit get him in the ring and finish this off? The ref starts counting. Benoit says it's over. Calls for the finisher. Remember, the match can only be won by submission.
We did leave
Maybe it's not.
countouts on, though.
Oh, we did. You're right. So I guess it could be count out. Oh, I like that little move there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nasty little move. Are we going to
Might
see the
need to
crippler crossface?
see
We can
about
take the countouts off.
taking off.
Countouts on the next matches. Oh, big F5. Benoit is now in trouble. How quickly the momentum has shifted.
Because we selected the default submission match, and like you wouldn't think that countouts would be a thing in a submission match, considering the rules of the match.
Right? Double underhook suplex. Ooh, drop kick. Oh, sorry. Hold on for a sec. There we go. That's better. Oh, what happened to my picture, though? Okay, that's weird. Benoit. Brock with Benoit to the corner. Benoit counters with an elbow. Crossface. Crippler crossface. Skip reef. And it's out. Chris Benoit is the winner of this first round match, eliminating Brock Lesnar in the first round. I don't know if I call it an upset, because Benoit is definitely, one of the better technical wrestlers of all time, but Brock is Brock too. So, some regards, I guess it's a little bit of an upset, maybe. What do you think? Would you call it an upset?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
All right. Benoit advances to the semifinal rounds of Block A, I guess. Yeah, we'll call it Block A. Our next quarterfinal match or opening round match will be Edge versus Kenneth Omega. Sammy has Edge, and I have Mr. Omega. From North Carolina. I guess he's technically not from North Carolina. He doesn't actually say from North Carolina. He says something though, by way of North Carolina or something, or maybe he just makes a comment in reference to North Carolina. I still think Justin Roberts is my favorite ring announcer. Ooh, you can tell it's a mismatch already. Maybe I got the. See, that's the thing. Like, you can download different characters, and I guess all of them might have different ratings, because this Edge is only a 76, which doesn't seem. You'd think this Edge would be rated higher.
Yeah,
I
you're
guess I
rated
was
to
having.
75.
Yeah. Apparently, I was having some issues picking the guys. I had both guys. I don't know what I was doing. Sorry, viewers, for all the time wasted setting up the match. I had them both up there, and then for some reason,
Well, I think it's harder for you to see when you're doing it on your PlayStation than it is when we're watching it here.
That's true. This is true. I just noticed is why Edge is bald? Why is the character in the ring bald when his appearance when we picked him had hair and Edge has always had hair?
Yeah.
Edge has never been. He looks almost more like Baron Corbin from the waist up right now than he does Edge with
You're
that
not
big old
wrong.
bald melon. Oh, Omega with the stomps. I didn't even notice that during gameplay. Like when we recorded the actual matches, didn't notice it. Edge didn't seem to have hair.
Yeah, I can't say that I remember that either.
Now it's all I can see. It looks weird. Doesn't look like Edge to me now. Ooh, Omega stomping on the elbow. Kenny Omega stomping on the knee. Moving into the far corner, set him up for something. Big forearm. Ooh, Edge with the counter. Kicking Omega off. Omega dragging him out of the corner or away from the ropes, I guess. Trying back. Edge with the big strikes. All right, this is a preview. Please keep some hair. Because even though a lot of times his haircut isn't great, like, oh, big power bomb from Omega. Oh, springboard cross body kind of thing, I guess.
The unfortunate bit is since these aren't,
Moonsault.
officially licensed, these are, custom create,
Right,
that the moveset's not going to be one for one.
right.
Because right here, One Winged Angel, nope. See?
Nope. Instead, into a German suplex.
Uh, can he go for the submission? Is it too soon? Oh, yep.
And find out. Ooh, Edge with the big knee to the back of the head. Blows to the back of the head.
Ooh.
Edge with the big strikes. Omega with the strikes back. Both men exchanging strikes. Chop. Right here. Chop. Right here. Ooh, Edge getting the advantage. Couple right hands in a row. Omega trying to fight back. Who's going to get the advantage? Oh, big headbutt from Edge. Edge dragging Omega out of the corner. Set him up for something. Oh, I don't know what that was. It's like a Boston Crab. He decided not to turn all the way over. He just kind of put him on his side, put his knee in his back.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. Edge's finisher is the execution.
Uh
I don't remember how that goes.
huh. I don't totally remember either. So,
Like, that could have been it. I don't know.
beer. Gore, gore, gore. Oh, sorry, that's right now. A second spear. Well, Omega no sold the spear? What happened there? It looked like he hit the spear and then Omega no sold into the
Did
powerbomb,
you
I guess.
reverse it into a DDT so fast that we didn't
Oh,
see it?
maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. That's the only thing that would have made sense at that point. Because then, his Edge was hurt all of a sudden, too. It wasn't just like Omega no sold. It was like Edge was hurt, too. So, Yeah, he must have. Now that you say that. Oh, Omega setting up for the finisher. It's not going to do him any good. It's got to be a submission, Kenny. Oh, the pile driver. Now here we go. Sinking in submission. Ask him, ref. Oh, Edge is not ready to quit yet. Edge still has some fight left in him. Kenny set him up again for the finisher. One winged angel time. Oh, counter by Edge into the Hurricane Rana. Kenny with this the disaster kick. The disaster kick off the middle rope. Big right hands. Edge could be in trouble. Omega with the Snapdragon, Poison Rana. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, he's got a headlock. I assume that's a submission.
Ooh.
Oh, I guess so, because he just won. All right, Mr. Omega advances in our second quarterfinal match. That means we get Chris Benoit versus Kenny Omega in the Block A semifinal. This is why I was so anxious to do this tournament, because this next one for me is a definite dream match. And unfortunately, because of Chris Benoit's, whatever, we're obviously never going to get to see it. So, not that we may have anyhow. I mean, Benoit would have been old by now anyhow, but I mean, there are old guys his age that are still wrestling. So, who knows? But I would have loved to have seen Benoit in his prime versus Omega in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the
When
winner of
was
Block
Omega's
A,
prime?
when was Omega's prime?
Was it New Japan or was it
Probably.
AEW champion Omega?
Uh, I mean, I think it kind of encompasses. I think there's a little bit of time there where I mean, usually your prime is a few years, so I think it stretches from his belt collector time on excursion in New Japan, and then into the beginning of AEW and being AEW champion.
So you'd say like 2016 to 2022.
Yeah, I think that's probably about fair. That's about right. I would think 6 years is probably about your prime, especially for an athlete like Omega. That's about right. But I have no idea what Benoit's prime was. I don't even remember when he started wrestling or when I mean, I know it was in the 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s that I remember him coming to WWE from WCW, which is where he started, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh,
Um,
I'd say like 2004, 2006.
okay. That's when he was WWE World Champion.
I'm pretty sure that was
That
2004.
whatever the WrestleMania is, where stupid Kevin Nash says that him and Eddie Guerrero ruined wrestling after that match. What was that? WrestleMania 20, I think you said. Mega with the big double moonsaults. Yeah, and I think I'm trying to remember the time frame, but if I'm not mistaken, everything that happened and the tragedy took place right in the middle of his prime. I mean, he was still in his prime, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, what year was that all that happened? Do you know?
Say again.
What year was it that the tragedy took that Benoit died, or that whole tragedy took place? Do you know what year that was?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Because I feel like he was still in his prime when that happened. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like he was. Oh, big shoulder block. Omega is down. Benoit up to the top. Benoit with a huge
2007.
crossbody. Yeah, so if you said 2004 to 2006 was his prime, then in theory, I mean, you've got a little bit longer than 2 years. So, yeah, I would say when it all happened, he was in the prime of his career still. So, which unfortunately makes it even more tragic, right?
Um, I mean, he was set to win the ECW championship that night.
Yeah. So there you go. He was in WCW first, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Um,
before coming to
for
WWE.
WWE, yeah.
That's what I thought. He was one of the guys that came from WCW to WWE
hmm
instead of the other way around.
I was just making sure you weren't asking, was that the first place he wrestled?
Right,
Because he
right.
wrestled other places before.
I'm sure before WCW, yeah, I would imagine so. I wasn't aware of him before WCW, but
But 2004 is when he won the Rumble and became
okay.
the world champion. So, like, I
So
definitely
yeah,
got that in his prime.
yeah. And if are you looking that stuff up? Does it say how old he was, or how old was he in 2004? Just out of curiosity.
He was 40. No, wait, in 2004?
Yeah, that's what I was like. He wasn't 40
30,
then.
37.
Already. He was 37 already in 2004. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. So
He,
he'd be almost 60 now. Holy smokes.
he debuted in 85.
Whoa. I didn't realize Chris Benoit was that old. Wow. For some reason, I thought he was younger when the whole tragedy happened. But here we go. Sharpshooter. Don't make it get a tap out. Oh, Benoit just gave up the hold.
He was 30 in WCW.
Yeah. Crossface. Omega fighting his way out. Omega trying to get the one winged angel here. And he hit it. There it is. One winged angel. Doesn't do any good, though. It's not a submission move, Kenny. Up here we go with the leg submission. The one that tapped out, whatchamacallit, Edge in the
Yeah,
quarterfinal match. Oh, Benoit fought his way out.
I'm craving some buffalo chicken right now.
Uh, Omega up. Turns it around. Moonsault. Wow, if you could win this match by pin, Omega's done a few moves that would definitely have been sure to pinfall by now.
Yeah.
He needs to get a submission sunk in. Here we go. He's setting up for a finisher, but unless it's a submission finisher, it's not going to do him any good.
Oh,
Benoit
reversal.
countering. Ooh. Kick to the back of the leg. Benoit. Crippler crossface.
Oh, this could be it.
Ask him, ref. Is Kenny going to tap?
Mm.
Oh, Chris Benoit gets Kenny Omega to tap. Chris Benoit is your Block A finalist or winner. That is I mean, I guess not. I wanted to say that was a surprise, but I mean, these blocks, this tournament is so loaded that I guess it's not really a surprise. But the fact that he beat Brock Lesnar and Kenny Omega in Block A to get through, it's pretty impressive. It is pretty impressive. So that is the end of our Block A, or our opening, I guess, Block A of the Napper Snap tournament. Let's see, anything you want to say in
Um,
regards to what we just witnessed? the destruction of your two guys. To be fair, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have looked around probably for a better edge that maybe had a higher rating. I'm trying to think. I'll have to look at the game next time I try to download somebody to see if it actually shows their rating. I'm sure it does somewhere because I feel like it was a little bit of a mismatch with Edge and Omega just because of their ratings. But we've seen in the past, like Roman Reigns lost to Pete Dunne. We've seen guys, with different ratings lose to, or beat guys with higher rankings. So,
Yeah,
uh,
we saw who was it? Pete Dunne beat Roman Reigns.
yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Block B, which will be next week, we'll have our Block B quarterfinals and then semifinals, and we'll have a winner from Block B. Those matches start with Bret Hart versus Bryan Danielson, which should be very fun, and Chris Jericho versus Ric Flair. Just to be clear, Bret Hart is, yeah, Bret and Jericho were Sammys, and Bryan Danielson and Ric Flair are mine. So make sure and
That's
join us.
such a
The,
block. Like,
right?
holy crap.
Make sure and join us next Sunday, August 25th, for Block B of the NAP or SNAP tournament. Let's see, do a little house cleaning real quick, put up the
Tapper
horsey,
snap.
tapper, snapper,
Yeah, no
snapper, tap.
napping.
No napping. That's right. We couldn't put the knockout on, so no napping. Tap or snap, snap or tap. All right, here's our little horsey. Make sure and scan that QR code. That will take you to Linktree, which will take you to all of our social media, everywhere you can engage with us. So please take a second and scan that horsey. If you are new to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, hit the bell to be notified. That's the best way to stay in tune with every time we put something out because you'll always get a notification if you've got that bell set up. Uh, we are here every Sunday, every Sunday for Enter the Square Circle, where it's myself and Sammy Joe, as you just watch now, battle it out on WWE 2K or WWE 2K24 as of now. We're in the middle of just started the tap or snap tournament or snap or tap, whatever you want to call it, whichever is your preference. The winner gets a shot at Sting down the road, probably at our next or at the Survivor Series pay-per-view or
No.
whatever pay-per-view. No, sorry, when will be?
Well, I can tell you that the Survivor Series pay per view, it will be Sting and Cody Rhodes challenging the tag team champions in an exhibition match.
That's correct. That's right. Okay, so it will have to be after that then. So probably the first of the year, maybe the very end of the year. We will see. But make
Correct me
sure
if
and
I'm
join us.
wrong, but Cody Rhodes did retain his title, did he not?
He did. He absolutely did. Um, let's see. So make sure and tune in every Monday for Seeing Stars. I believe that's 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, where Dolores and Jay News talk about everything that's going on in the world of independent wrestling, all the upcoming stars. They shine a spotlight on everyone you need to pay attention to. So make sure and join us or tune in for that. Every Tuesday night, we're live for the cookout where we all come together and talk about everything that's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling. That's live Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. Then Friday Night Fights, where Sammy, Joe, and Anika watch SmackDown and Rampage live and give you their live opinions and takes on the show in real time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern with the start of SmackDown and then rolling right into Rampage. Then Saturday mornings, although we were not here today just due to conflicting schedules, and as we always say, cards subject to change, there is Winner's Circle every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, where myself and Sammy Joe and Anika discuss, review Raw NXT and AEW Dynamite, and then declare which one was our favorite show from the week, hence declaring a winner for the winner's circle. Then, not right now, but I think starting back in September, we will have our Saturday Night is All Right back, which is our Collision watch along, where we watch AEW Collision live and give you our opinions and reactions in real time. So, the best way to make sure that you catch us for everything is to hit that bell so you can be notified every time we're ready to drop something. So, unless Sammy, you got something else to say, we will get up out of here. Peace.